Despite the small dip that Bitcoin took and the whole crypto market took, I do see many 10x coins out there. Now let me tell you what some of them are in this video. Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well. My name is HM and welcome to the channel. Now, before we begin, I want to share a very important tweet that I saw recently, and I really want to emphasize this, and that is, if the hype is in X, you should be buying Y, and if the hype is in Y, you should be selling Y. Buy before the hype arrives. This is very true, and I'll explain why, and this is happening a lot right now. About a week ago, we saw this huge coin mania that was going on, where a lot of coins, or I'm not going to say the word anymore, a lot of these terrible coins have been pumping for absolutely no reasons other than pump and dump schemes, where people pump them up, they make money, and people who are late buy the coins of the people who were early, who sold them their profits. Now, here's why this is very important, because I joined these coin mania, and I did lose some ETH to it. And the reason this happened is because instead of spending my ETH where everything is silent and I would have profited way more, I just fell into the hype and this happened. So you guys have to learn from my mistakes, and let's talk about this in this video. So here's how you can apply this into the crypto space and in the altcoin space specifically. Now, before we begin, let's take a look at CoinMarketCap and how the whole space is looking so far. Right now, crypto in general, or the whole market cap of the crypto, is 2.6 trillion. It went up all the way to 3 trillion and now it's back at 2.6 trillion. Bitcoin dominance is at 43.3%. So looking good overall, not too bad. Bitcoin is back to 60K. It's a regular pullback. I don't see why it can't go down to 55K before we head back further upwards. But right now, where's the focus in crypto? It's at the Metaverse. Everyone's talking about the Metaverse this, the Metaverse that, buy land, buy all that stuff. But don't fall into this trap again. I do believe that the Metaverse is the future, and there's a lot of money to be made in Metaverse coins and in NFTs that are involved in the Metaverse and all that stuff. But when there's hype, as we said earlier, when the hype is in X, you should be buying Y. Now, what's sleeping currently? And I believe what's sleeping currently is layer 1 protocols, such as, for example, let's say Ethereum, or in this case, we have many other alternatives, such as AVAX, which has been killing it as well. If you take a look, it's up all the way to $100 roughly. And a few months ago, back in, let's say, August or September, it was at $37. So a solid 3x from there. Now, instead of going and buying Avalanche, what you can do is look at other layer 1 protocols and buy that. For example, another example is e-radix, which is a coin that I'm in and I bought recently, and it paid off tremendously. So I entered EXRD back down there at 11 cents, and I told that to my Patreons or to my patrons. If you want to check it out, you can check the link in the description if you want calls to these. But anyway, e-radix exploded recently. It did a almost 5x. It went up to 60 cents right here, 66 cents actually. Now it made a pullback at 45 cents. I do believe this has a lot of room to grow because there's a lot of development coming in the project, and it's a solid project overall. And right now the current market cap is 4.6 billion. And honestly, this can compete with the big boys such as Solana and Avalanche. And I do see it climbing further. So let's say a 10x is possible. It may not happen by the end of this year, but I do see that happening. And honestly, right now there's a pretty good pullback. You may want to wait if you want for a further pullback, but personally, I would buy more here at this area, but definitely not financial advice. Now, another coin that I think has potential to explode tremendously is Energy Coin right here. Now, if you take a look, overall the price has been down, and we see some price action right here, and we did see a pump from $1.7. Now it's at $2.38, and overall market cap is still $111 million. So this has a lot of room to grow, and a 10x from here up to 1 billion. I don't see why not. Let me tell you a bit more about Energy. So Energy Swap is very similar to Uniswap. I'm going to show you the very, very subtle difference between them. Uniswap is a decentralized exchange where you can swap tokens, ERC20 tokens, from Ethereum to Chainlink, for example. Now, right now, Uniswap is sitting at a $13.6 billion market cap. So I truly think a $1 billion energy or $1 billion market cap for Energy isn't that far-fetched, and I think it may happen and not too far off, especially because Energy is crazy. It's amazing. It's very, very, very cheap fees when you want to swap from one coin to another, and you can swap anything to anything, basically. So also they have something that is amazing, which is the affiliate program, where you can get 10% discount on trading fees when you use it, when you sign up with my link, for example, the one in the description, if you want to check it out. Or you can even build passive income for yourself by referring your friends and your family members, or if you're a creator, you can refer your viewers. For example, what happens, you can invite your friends, you just share your unique referral link with them, they get a discount, they get 10% off their liquidity provider fees, and you earn multi-tier rewards. You earn 10% of liquidity provider fees on direct referrals, 5% on second level referrals, and 3% on third level referrals. Now, what's crazy about this is that all of this referral or affiliate program is on the blockchain. We have never seen this, or at least I have never seen this, and I think it's the first affiliate program that is purely on the blockchain. Currently, we have Amazon affiliates, for example, obviously not on the blockchain, and it's centralized, and they can control how much they pay you. But with this, it's set 10% fees. You're going to get that no matter what. No one can tell you otherwise because, well, it's on the blockchain, and that is amazing in my opinion. Now, another sector that I do believe is going to explode, and I talked about this in the beginning. I know this is probably contrary to what I said, but Metaverse is still going to explode. Now, if you take a look at Sandbox, Sandbox is a Metaverse token, or the Sandbox is a token for Metaverse, or Sand token actually. So Sandbox is basically virtual land or a Metaverse where people can buy land, you can buy things, buy items. It's crazy. You got to check it out. Now, under a month ago, it was at 76 cents, and it exploded all the way to $3.6. So a 5x in a matter of 1 month, or less, 3 weeks. Now, I wouldn't buy this right now. I'm going to say this very clearly. I would not buy this right now because not because I don't believe in Sandbox or I don't believe in the Metaverse, but because it's been up tremendously. What I can do is look for other Metaverse plays or games in the Metaverse that I can buy. And right now they do have a huge announcement coming soon, and it may be buy the hype, sell the news type of situation. And for that reason, I stay away from these coins just like any other coins, not because it's in the Metaverse space or anything. But as we said earlier, since news is coming, the hype is in X, then you should be buying Y. And then when the hype is in Y, you should be selling Y. So always focus on things that are not really moving. Now, I know this is hard because you just want to jump on what's making a lot of people money, and I do fall victim for that. I do that many times. But what you should do is always think against the herd, not against them, but away from the herd. So everyone's looking at meme coins. What you're doing is looking at NFTs. Everyone's looking at NFTs. You're looking at, let's say, altcoins. Keep that in mind because you don't want to be buying the top, because usually when there's a lot of hype going on about the Metaverse and everyone, even Facebook is talking about the Metaverse, this should tell you that we kind of reached a certain top, even though it's temporary. But you should understand that there's a lot of hype and you should be looking elsewhere. Now, not to say that you can't make money if you ride the wave and ride the hype, but you really have to know when to exit, because usually when there's a lot of hype, this is when early people did make a lot of profits and it's time that they're going to be selling and then buy cheaper. So coins to be looking at, I would say Radix or EXRD is their native token, and I would also recommend taking a look at UnisWap. It's great, it's very cheap fees, way better than Uniswap in my opinion, so I do think it can reach at least $1 billion market cap, which is the 10x from here. Another thing is Sandbox. Also, I would say stay away from it, at least for now. I know there's a lot of Sand fans, but if you want to buy it right now, make sure you're ready to hold it very long term, because even though it's a very solid project long term, and I do believe it's going to go way more than 3 billion market cap, like way more. But what you should do is be careful in the meantime, and if you want to buy this, make sure you want to hold it very long term. But if you don't want, make sure you wait for a dip and then dollar cost average, because that's when you can make the most money. Dollar cost averaging on the way down and taking profits on the way up. So that's it. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe if you're new here, check out my Discord in the description, Patreon as well. And if you want cheap fees, 10% discount on UnisWap, check the link in the description as well. See you on the next one. Peace out. Bye.